Rock!
Little lake bottom adventure. They're gonna get that rear end out of here one way or another, aren't they? Let's watch this show. It always surprises me when I find people crazier than me.
Put it close to your pole to keep it off the ground. That's what's digging in. Well, we're finna just move it in the shade and take the springs off of it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, get it in the shade. There, now you're talking. Yeah, that Chevy truck's been out here a while. There's another car that burned up down there. The lake bottom? In the lake bottom, yeah. A couple of them, a couple trucks. Yeah. A couple four-wheel drive been sitting in the water a long time. Oh yeah, they might be worthless. My air conditioner ain't working on my bike very well.
Yeah, mine either.
Did I tell you I almost got caught by the cops?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw the cops through the woods, but he didn't see me. And I turned around and I made it across that water place that you made it through. But I was going back.
Yeah.
I came in over by the Ford house into that place, and I knew the only way to get out of there was to cut through that water, and I did. It was probably that deep, but I had to get up that other side, and I nailed it.
That's cool.
I was wondering how dry it is. How come that water's still flowing? I'm gonna where's that water coming from? Anyway, well.
That sucker's smoking bad.
Oh yeah, you can burn that thing up out here.
It's already burnt up. Gotta do a little maintenance on this thing. Just got it running after it's been sitting for a while. All the controls are all sticky. So we're out here at what we call Trinity Trails with Jon P and JJ from work. JJ's the one that used to have one of the hypers, one of the guys I used to ride with. He caught the supermoto bug, so he couldn't afford to have both, so he went ahead and converted his DRZ. Now he's got a dirt setup and a supermoto setup. And he's heading off to Colorado next week to ride in Silverton. And that's the exact same time that I'm going to be out in the Ozark Mountains riding with all the supermoto junkie boys. So we're all going on some off-road adventures. And then Jon P says he's going to Colorado too, and then going to Moab sometime in October. He invited me to come out to Moab, but I don't know if I'm going to make it. I thought JJ already had his dirt set up on because he's going out to Colorado. So he texted me yesterday, said he wanted to ride. And I just assumed he had his dirt wheels on already, but it turns out he doesn't. So I already set up a ride with Jon P. And we all know how Jon P likes to ride off-road in the tight stuff. But Jon P said he could go, and JJ showed up on his supermoto tires. I was like, oh, shit, I fucked up. But I've been out here before on those Avon Distanzias, and we get along just fine, so... There's JJ up in front of me, and he's doing pretty good on those tires, better than me. Oh shit. And I'm on the CRF 450X that I just knocked the cobwebs off of and threw my leg over it. And I forgot how to ride a dirt bike. It's pretty clear to me right now. I need a little refresher. refresher course. So this is part of a dried out lake bed right here by my house, and we've had a pretty dry summer as usual, so it's all dried up, but the actual lake that usually has water in it like all year round is over there, and it's receded pretty bad. This is like kind of a runoff, like a floodplain. So it's not surprising that it's dry right now, but there's usually like 3 or 4 feet of water in here. I've been trying to map this place with my GPS so I could come out here on my own and learn all the trails. I'd either keep forgetting or keep losing the GPS track. I got a new ram mount for my bikes, like Alvin has, the Armenian. That's bumpy as hell out here. I've got a new ram mount. I've got it on my 250 right now. But that's what I'm going to do from now on, is just run my cell phone. There's this app I downloaded called like Backwoods Map or something, Back Road Map, Backdoor Map, I don't know, some kind of map. And it does track logs, and you can actually download the topography and the satellite imaging in whatever areas you select. So even if you lose cell signal, you're still tracking GPS and everything, and you can still see where you are in real time. So that's pretty handy. If you're using like maps or Google Earth or anything like that, as soon as you run out of cell phone signal out in the woods, you can't really see where you are, so it doesn't do you any good. And I don't think you could do track logs.
Can't find it. It's all overgrown. We'll have to go back up and around.
You gotta have those track logs so that you can backtrack, you know, where the hell you've been. And that's how you get yourself out of a sticky situation. I've been lost a lot, even though I've had GPS, and especially when you're in trails. When you're just in wide open area, you'll be alright. But once you get in these trails and real thick woods, you know which direction you've got to go. You just can't quite get there because every trail you pick goes the wrong way. And it's been my experience that the tightest little bullshit looking trail is actually the entrance to the main trail that gets you back to your damn truck. I was out on this thing at Red River, and it was real hot out. It's like 90 degrees, and my bike was overheating, and I was almost out of gas. I didn't have any water left on me, and I was just riding around in circles. I couldn't find my way out of that damn place. I got split up from the group I was with, and I was left out there to die. Finally, I just waited, and another bike came by. I said, "Which way is the trucks?" And the guy's like, "It's right through there." And I'm like, "Really? That's a path?" Shit. I rode past that thing 6 times. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere. But about 100 feet down the path, you realize it widens out. It takes you right where you need to go. I also use GPS to mark like waypoints, like gates and obstacles and stuff like that. So if I want to find like a certain hill climb, I just dial it up and it starts pointing me towards it. That way I could find all the good obstacles that I like, even if I'm not familiar with the place. Like if we found a nice hill climb out here that Jon P took me to, I could just mark it and then come back and try to find my way back to it and learn the trails on my own. He knows all this shit like the back of his hand. So yeah, I haven't done a vlog on my 450 in a while. It's just too damn hot out, man. When you're moving through the woods at like 20-30 miles an hour, you're not getting any wind across you. You're just sitting here baking in your helmet like a frickin' potato. I was looking at what JJ was doing. I almost ran off the damn trail. That's another thing when you're riding in groups, man. You always got to check behind you. Unless you're the last rider, you always got to look behind you. You don't want to leave anybody behind. It's going to take less time to slow up and wait for them than it is to go find them if they get lost. So just everybody rides at the same pace. And nobody gets too discouraged or anything that they're going too slow. Just let the front guy set the pace, and if the guy in front of you starts getting away from you a little, just keep on. It's his responsibility to slow down and make sure you're behind him. Because if you're the last guy in the line and you crash and the guy in front of you is not keeping an eye out, you're going to be left there all by yourself, and the whole crew's going to have to turn around and go find you. So that's why always keep an eye on the guy behind you. Make sure he's still there. It's Fire Guy 24 tips for off-roading right there. I also don't like to ride in a real big group. 3 or 4 people max. Maybe a little more if you know that you're all the same riding skill. You've ridden together a lot. You know each other's habits and riding style. You might be able to get the numbers up a little bit more, but just get 4 or 5, 6 random guys together and head off through the woods. You're gonna have a long ride because not everybody's gonna be 100% comfortable with where they are if they've never been there before. Not everybody's riding styles are gonna be the same. And it's gonna be a long day because you're gonna be waiting for people and helping people and getting left behind by all the fast guys. Just need to have a really nice uniform small group so you stay together tight like this and you can just keep moving the whole time. Just keep moving, keep moving. So that's where the fun's at. You ain't having any fun if you're stopped. I'm gonna switch it up here a little bit and let JJ pass me. See how John's walking away from me, and that causes me to walk away from JJ. So if I place him in the middle, Jon P will start watching him and he'll start slowing down when he looks back in his mirror and sees that nobody's there. So I just moved the slower guy into the front. And JJ's a damn good rider, but he's got a disadvantage with his supermoto tires right now, so he can't charge the corners as hard and get as much traction as the rest of us. But as you can see, when you're in the back, you eat a lot of dust, and that kind of sucks. But I'm never smart enough to know where the hell I'm going, so I'm never in the front. Also, when you're filming with a helmet camera, there's nothing to see if you're in the front. All your buddies are behind you, and you can't ride like this the whole time. That shit makes you dizzy if you're watching it. Shit, what's he doing? Pay attention. Look forward. I'm getting dizzy, man. And a backwards mounted camera doesn't work really well because all the dust kicks up in front of it. Unless you're really far up on somebody right now. Like I'm up on JJ right now, like an unsafe distance. If he were to slam on the brakes, I'd probably hit him. But that's a good shot for y'all. That's what's the best on the screen. These fisheye lenses, they don't see far very well. That's why a lot of helmet cam videos are unappealing, because everything looks so far away. Pit stop.
Huh?
Pit stop.
Kind of a cool place to hang out in here. Look at the size of these trees. The oak trees in here, they're all green ash and cottonwoods. And there's a catalpa tree over there, but not much else. Bodar. Yeah, keep moving, man. Sticky.
Alright, strap on the gloves, let's go. A little hot start action. Wave JJ by again. He said he's getting along out here pretty good. He's just washing the front end out just like that. expected. Well, if you're not being challenged, you're not being a better rider, so I guess that's good for him. I was out here one time on my 250, and we were going everywhere. I told Jon P, just go wherever you want. I'll try to keep up. See if we could find something I can't do on these Avon Distanzia tires. So I was on my 250 because I changed the oil on my 450 here, and I didn't have enough oil to fill it all the way, so I had to leave it at home. But we ended up going anyway, and I just took the WR and hammered my way through this place, and I gotta say, it made me a better rider for sure, because I was just having to give it hell everywhere I went, just to try to keep speed, let alone the obstacles. Shit's like marbles, all these little sticks. A lot of people ask me why I don't put Supermoto tires on this 450X. Man, I had a Supermoto set up for it. I had some nice Excel rims, and had it on the road for a while. I was just putting too many miles on it. And if you're familiar with the term rotating mass, the 450 piston has a large rotating mass, and causes a lot of wear on that single cylinder engine. And also this has got a hot cam in it, so the duration and stuff on the valves is real high, and it just hammers the shit out of those valves. I went ahead and did all the conversions to the X motor to make it run like an R, so I don't like putting a lot of miles on it. It's a lot of maintenance, changing the oil all the damn time. I want this bike to last for a while. I've had it over 5 years now, and I've only put one top end in it, and it's had an odometer since I've had it. It's miles ridden, 8,000 miles. So 8,000 miles on a dirt bike is pretty respectable. JJ learning the old foot down turnaround. Say my first light kicked on my vapor. Means I'm getting a little warm. 213 degrees, which is when my fan kicks on. I took a GSXR fan and made a custom bracket for it. It mounts onto the Moose radiator cages that I have, and I tapped the bung in the radiator, put me a sensor in there, so it's all automatic. And I also have a override switch. This red switch here on my left hand, that's the override switch, so I can turn the fan on at any time. And that helps if you're out in some fast shit and you know you're about to get into some tight trails. You want to cool the engine down real fast before you heat it back up again in the tight trails, because if your motor's not spinning fast, you're not recovering all that charge like you would, and you could actually run your battery down if you got too much load on it. So I like to pre-cool the motor sometimes when I know I'm moving real good and about to get in some real tight shit where the motor's going to start overheating. There's no wind in these trees, you know, and when you're going like 20 miles an hour, you're not moving enough air across those radiators to keep them cool. So the bike just gradually starts climbing, and before you know it, you got to pull over and wait. Nobody wants to do that shit. A lot of this stuff I'm saying really only applies to these southern states. I mean 90 degrees and above. I try not to ride when it's this hot. Unless you're moving at this speed, we're doing 40 miles an hour right now. There's no wind at all, it's just dead air and it's hot as shit. You got all your motocross gear on. Yeah. Okay. Ow, I should have kept my jersey on. Fucking weeds are stinging me. Ow! Hit me in the face! Ah, did I unplug my camera? No, we're good. Shit, That hurts. Jon P's got short sleeves on too. I can feel the dirt in my teeth right now. Man, this shit's grown up. You can see the lake from here. Ow! Last time we were here. I don't like these weeds. Fuck! Ow! They fucking hurt! Son of a bitch, that hurt. Ow, my arms are gonna look crazy. I'm trying to ride this center area here. Ow! Alright, I think we're in the clear now. Grasshoppers now. They hurt just as much. There's the lake. Deep sand, deep sand. Hold it together, JJ. Did y'all see him wiggling? Damn, JJ's doing better than me. I'm running off the road more than him. Now's where you can haul a little bit of ass. Feel the breeze, baby. Woo! That was a pretty intense off-road GPS supermoto frickin' cross-country motorcycle vlog right there. That covered a lot of shit. Just some boys out here having fun, man. Time for story time with Jon P. That guy knows everything. Alright, y'all, well, I'm going to close this vlog up. It's getting a little long. But thanks for joining me on my ride today. Thanks for watching my videos. I just spit a bunch of dirt on him. Y'all keep it on one wheel. Here's your 450 vlog you wanted. Out here tearing shit up. Oh shit. See y'all later. Check me out on Facebook, FireGuy24. Peace out. One more for the kids at home.